Express your individuality
with eyewear from Sun City Optics.
Come and see their new store in Columbia Square.
For affordable, quality fashion eyewear.
Ken Mills has many years in the optical industry and will take care of all your eyewear needs.
At Sun City Optics next to Oshkosh in Columbia Square.
Volunteers. It is what brings a community together and makes it happen. And last weekend, the Kamloops Sports Council recognized one of the great sports volunteers of this community when it named Jan Antons as the Sports Person of the Year. His is truly an amazing story. Jan Antons was born in Dusseldorf, Germany 34 years ago. He first came to Kamloops in 1996 when his brother Niels, now a medical surgeon in Germany, was playing for the Kamloops Blazers. A year later, Jan moved to Kamloops, leaving behind his family in Germany. A bold move for an 18-year-old still in high school.
Part of it is a language barrier because you don't know anybody. I mean, I was lucky that my brother was here, so I could always ask him for help. But like, you can't really call up your parents, like they're 9 hours ahead. You can't ask them for advice because it just doesn't work.
Antons finished high school at Cam High, where one of his teachers described him as a sponge, soaking in everything he possibly could about the language and the culture in his new home. In 2002, Antons became a Canadian citizen. He attended university at TRU in Calgary and works now as a senior systems administrator with the BC Lottery Corporation. But it's his work in the sports community that really makes Jan Antons stand out as a volunteer extraordinaire. He's the general manager of both the football Broncos and Venom Lacrosse and was the GM of the former Rattlers lacrosse team, an assistant trainer with the Blazers and the Storm. In his early years in Kamloops, a trainer with the Thompson Blazers midget team, the chair of the 2007 Founders Cup National Lacrosse Tournament, special events coordinator for this past February's BC Special Olympics Winter Games. He worked with the BC AA Basketball Championships when they were played here and was the equipment manager for Team Canada sledge hockey at the 2014 Paralympics.
I really like to see people succeed. I think that's my key thing, see people accomplish great things, and you see that in sport every day. People overcome obstacles and they become champions and they move on, and I think that's probably one of my main aspirations, yeah.
And Antons has been an inspiration to others, given credit for helping to save two franchises, the Broncos and the Venom, who may not exist today if he hadn't come on board as the volunteer general manager.
He's rejuvenated me, like I was at the point where, I'd hit 7 years and I was probably looking to try and to get myself out of volunteering and doing as much as I had done in the past. But, he rejuvenated me. So now I've started to I want to stay on. I want to do things. I want to do more because when you see someone like him who's working as hard as he is, helping out 4 or 5 different organizations, it makes you feel, you're not doing enough for just your 1 or 2.
It was Antons who was instrumental in spearheading a move to make the MacArthur Island Olympic rink sledge hockey friendly. He's now working with the city and trying to bring the 2016 World Sledge Hockey Challenge to Kamloops next winter ahead of the Women's World Hockey Championship. Another event, if it happens, at which Jan Antons will be putting his volunteerism to work to make sure it's a success.
I think it caught on to me that volunteering in Canada is totally different from what you do in Europe. There's a lot more people willing to give their time, and it just caught on, and I think that's what I learned in high school here.
Now, along with his paying job at the BC Lottery Corporation and his volunteer work in the Kamloops sports community, Antons has created a book on team building that is now used by several teams in the Western Hockey League.